Hey guys, this is Karan Binani from Mobi Scrub, and this video is all about tips and tricks for the Galaxy Grand 2. Now, without wasting much time, let's move on with the first one. Now, the first one is pretty much valid for most Galaxy smartphones that are out there running Android, Jelly Bean, or KitKat. So you can add widgets onto your lock screen. So without having to really unlock your phone, you can pretty much access a lot of things just on the lock screen. Now, for example, let's go with radio. So if you ever want to listen to radio, switch it on, off, change stations, you can just do all of that right here. And now if you want to remove it, just tap on it and then drag it to your dustbin. Trash. Anyway, now to do this, you just have to go into settings, go to your device settings and go to lock screen. Just make sure that multiple widgets is on. With this, you can actually, have more widgets, and as and when you install more apps, their widgets are available. Something that really goes well along with multiple widgets is Dash Clock. So must install from the Play Store. And obviously you can have your shortcuts placed onto the lock screen. You can customize which ones to be there and which ones not to be there. The second tip is also common to Galaxy devices. You can kind of see all the radio controls toggles with a single swipe, and then you tap on a button. But if you do a two-finger swipe, you can see all of them together directly. The third one is blocking mode, and often ignored in Galaxy devices. It's a really neat feature that's available, and often you have to install third-party apps for these. But this is inbuilt. Blocking mode, you basically block everything that comes to you as an alert, as a notification, as a call, or whatever, for a specified duration. For example, you're entering a meeting or you're about to go to sleep. But you want certain people who are important to you to kind of, get through that block. You can obviously create a custom list, add contacts into that, and you're all set. And one really great use for that is when you're accessing internet using Wi-Fi hotspot, block your incoming calls, because a lot of times when you receive calls, your internet kind of shuts off. So with blocking mode enabled, that never happens. Now let's say you have a missed call or an unread SMS or an email, and you need to be reminded, that you have something. So go into accessibility and then go into notification reminder, and you can set a beep to play every 5 minutes or every 10 minutes to know that you have something that's pending. Now, there's something called as magnification. So if you're someone, who has low vision, basically that, you need glasses all the time, this is a pretty neat trick. Just tap 3 times onto the screen and you can now pan and zoom to see text or icons or whatever clearly. So to do that, again, go into accessibility, magnification gestures, and turn that on. Now, this will cause a small delay when you tap on things because it is still waiting for those 2 more taps. So keep it off if you really not going to use it. The other thing is flash notification. So every time you receive a call or an SMS, your flashlight at the back is going to flash. Now, it's interesting. I don't know how and when you would use this, but maybe, if you're in a dark place and maybe you have people who are sleeping like around you and you don't want to bother them with sound, maybe then. But I don't know. In Galaxy Note 3, when you take a screenshot with the S Pen, you get a small, option to kind of draw something or make a note on that screen capture, right? Now, if you take a screenshot in the Galaxy Grand, obviously you don't get anything. It just takes a screenshot and saves it to your gallery. But if you go into display and enable edit after screen capture, now take a screenshot, it will directly take you into the edit mode of your device. Now, you can crop, add color, add an effect maybe. So a lot of effects are available, which you can obviously apply on your photo or your screenshot. So, you have a couple of options below. You can also apply this to photographs, or just letting you know. So you can go into drawing and, in case you want to mark something, you want to highlight a particular area of your screenshot. It's great when you're working with someone and, you have to send them saying, well, this is where I want to change or something like that. Really useful. Now, Galaxy Grand, 5.25 inches, big screen, multi-window, stuff like that. But it's difficult for single-handed use, right? So here you go. That's their solution. You can now shrink down the home screen of your device into a more manageable area. And, all buttons kind of align themselves to, well, whatever. It depends whether you're left-hander or a right-hander. So it works in both ways. And as you see the buttons on the top, on the right, they're like, all of them kind of align themselves depending on which hand you're going to use. And you can resize this window. Well, if you have slightly bigger hands, maybe you want a slightly bigger window to work on. So if you really want to use it single-handedly, there's just no problem. Now to enable this, just go into one-handed operation under controls in your settings and just check the first one, use for all screens. It'll throw you up a brief description as to how you can use it. And then once you're done with it, just tap on do not show again so that you don't have to read through it the next time. And that's it. It's enabled. Now the best thing is you can do the same thing for a lot of other things, so you keypad in-call buttons for calculator, for Samsung keyboard, and even when you're unlocking using the unlock pattern. There you go. So either right aligned or left aligned basis, which hand you're going to hold it in. So that's it, guys, the tips and tricks for Galaxy Grand 2. I agree most of these are common to Galaxy devices all across, but again, you have a Galaxy Grand 2 or you want to buy a Galaxy Grand 2, which is why you're here. And I just wanted to make sure that you know about all of these things. So thank you for watching, guys. Do not forget to leave me a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe. See you.